Hello, Rosanna. Hello, Adam. Hang on a second. You guys are quick. I'll send you a link, Adam. All righty then. I'll go ahead and get Grizz set up. Adam, you got a link. Check your email. Okay. Hello, John. John. Okay, John. John. I'll get you sent. I hear somebody
What's
talking.
going on?
Hello, Adam. How are you? Okay, John. John. I've got you a link in the
I'm
front.
doing. How you been?
I've been doing good. Today's um, Miss Pam's birthday.
Well, tell her happy birthday.
I will.
I'm
She's at
sure you already have, but
TV. Do I say that again, Adam? I didn't catch it.
I said tell her happy birthday, and then I said I'm sure you already have.
Yeah, but not from you. Hello,
Right, right,
Maniac
right.
Grammy. There's John. John. Hello, friend.
There's Grand Theft Auto.
Okay. Well, Maniac, let's see. Is it 9 o'clock for you?
It's 9 o'clock here.
It's 10 minutes to 9 for me.
10 minutes to 8 for me. This is God's country up here. uh,
My watch hours started back up again.
what happened?
My watch hours are going back up again.
Are you to 4,000 yet? Oh my heavens!
Started that. They're new. They're still working on
Yeah.
that beta.
I interrupted you, John. John, what was you saying?
They're still working on that new YouTube studio.
Uh, Rosanna, my sister, Ann Fulton, and her husband, Roy, they came over and they brought some strawberries and some little shortcake and Cool Whip. Oh man, it was delicious.
Sounds good.
It was, and we had black silk Folgers coffee.
That sounds good.
It was yum yum. Well, Rosanna, we're getting closer to going. She's been a packing and a folding and washing clothes and
Packing.
all kinds of stuff today.
Oh boy.
We're getting ready to put that Cadillac in the wind. But she's got to go down tomorrow to see about getting her mother's rest of her stuff in auction and selling the house. We're going out west, Maniac. We're going to try to see some things on the way. Mount Rushmore is shut down, the studio part, where you go in, until the 30th. So we're probably going to have to catch that on the way back. I mean, we could still see the mountain, but
why is it shut down?
they're doing renovation or something.
Let me look it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got like the history of it, and they show like old footage, and they got
we could still see the mountain but why go without seeing the history and all that?
Yeah. Now, are you gonna take 80 on out? Once you get
I'm not going to lie to you, Adam. I have no idea.
Right. I mean, but if you go west from there, you're probably going to be on 80 or 90 or whatever road that is. It's right off of there.
Yes, but we're not going there first because
Okay.
It won't be open yet.
Okay.
We'll try to catch that on the way back.
Okay.
My aunt and my uncle, when they go traveling on the road, they always have a Bible on the top of their dashboard.
Okay.
Trust me,
it's not a bad idea.
They always have it on their dashboard while they're on the road.
That's why I don't. What are all our kids?
About the Badlands, okay?
Oh, they want to sell that shit.
Well, we'll make our way across there. And I figure that we've got about 4 weeks to do this.
Oh, that's plenty of time. You got 4 weeks to pack?
Not to pack, no. I'm just saying, we take 4 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks, take our time.
Oh yeah, that's plenty of time to take your time.
And then
drive 5 or 6 hours and then stop or whatever.
Yeah, I was thinking that. And we can trade off.
Yeah. Now, I got a Holiday Inn card. If you want to put all your points on my card, I wouldn't mind.
Hey, send it to me.
Hey,
I got the International Hotel card.
Hey, Adam, send me that card and your credit card, and I'll put all the points you want on there.
Okay. Like when I travel for work, we always stay at Holiday Inn Expresses.
Yeah.
Or Staybridge, and then we get points.
Well,
so when I take my vacations, I use my points.
If I could put the points on your card, I'd be glad to.
We'll start you one. It's free.
Well, see, I don't. You do it all the time. This is going to be a once in a deal,
Oh, okay.
But I do get points back from my credit card.
Oh, okay.
I know that's not the same. Well, what do you get for your points? How's it
Um,
work?
free stays. Like I can use 5,000 points to stay at a hotel. If I want to go to the coast, it's like sometimes it's 20,000 points. I get like about. It depends on what deals they got going. I usually get about 1,000 points a night.
Okay, Maniac Grammy's wanting to know who's on the panel. That is Fishing is his channel name. His name is Adam. We've been talking to each other for probably a month. Real good guy.
Or you could get gift certificates, or some guys do all their Christmas shopping with their points.
Okay. Well, I will look into it.
Yeah, it's worth. I mean, if you're gonna do all that traveling, but if you stayed somewhere, I mean, you might as well try to get something back.
Sure.
'Cause I know you're gonna be staying in hotels.
Yeah, I'm not going to sleep in the car.
Or at the rest area.
No. You know, if a person was going to do it all the time, and you was going to go someplace and stay for a month, a motorhome would be great. But man, what kind of expense would that be? You know.
That'd be expensive.
But I mean, if if you got a if you got an RV, you're still going to have to pay like $50 to stay someplace and to get your water hookup and electric and all that. You, you can just pull in there to the hotel and grab your bags and go in there and use their water and toilet, and they clean the bed, and you just walk out, let her
They
go.
even they feed you in the morning too.
Some places do. Yeah. Tim's World, hairballs. Hello, water bug. Marie, did I say hi to you? Hi, Marie. If I didn't say hi to you, I apologize.
Oh my god, that's so fucking cool. Oh my god, I want that.
Yep. I watch this RV guy, Nomadic Fanatic, and he's got a cat, and that's what he does for a living. He does YouTube videos, but I mean, he's excellent. And he's got all kinds of equipment, and he pays his way with YouTube.
Is that the one that's always out in the free camper lots out in like New Mexico and Arizona and Utah? And
Yeah. Now, last time I seen his video, he's in Idaho right now.
yeah, I think he gets a check too, though.
Oh, he might, but he does get YouTube money.
Oh yeah, yeah. Him
I
and
mean,
that other lady. There's another lady that does that too, Carolyn. Or
yeah.
yeah, I've been watching them for a couple of years.
Oh, you seen him? I'd love to meet him. It'd be great to hook up with him. Just talk to him for a little bit. James World said he seen him at Walmart several months ago. That's cool. Did you talk to him, Tim? I hated that he broke up with his girlfriend. They had talked about getting married, and then they broke up. That's that's sad. he sold his little RV and got this big RV so that they'd have more room. And then they broke up. But the thing of it is, traveling in an RV, there's a lot of idiots out there, and security is just, you got to be really careful. And he's had some issues. You got to be careful where you're going to pull off and just boondock, for the night. We got that Cadillac and it's got them key fobs. It's no key to it. You just have to have it inside the car. And if a thief had the right tool, they could go to the motel and scan, because your fob is sending out a code all the time, and they could scan it and then steal your car. So I got these little bags. They're out in the car right now, or I'd show you. But you put that in there, and it works, because you put that in there, it's got a Velcro, and then you can walk up to the car and it won't work. So it's not sending out the signal, it stops it. So then it would stop a thief from getting it too. But it's a great technology. All you got to do is have it in your pocket or your purse, and you get out of the car, you push a button, it locks all the doors. You come back, you push a button, it opens one door. If that's all you want, push it 2 times, it opens everything. I mean, that would be good if you was in a situation where you need to get in the car and you didn't want the other doors to unlock. Just push it 1 time, get in the car, lock the door,
Hey, Kim, you have a flashlight?
Yes.
I'd bring one just in case.
Yeah, I always have flashlight. But that's a good idea. And I got a spare tire now too.
Yeah, and if you're changing that tire at night on accident,
Yes, sir.
you might need that flashlight.
Yes, but I don't plan on being out after dark. The thing of it is, you're traveling to see things. You can't see anything at dark.
I hear you.
And then there's deers out there.
Yep.
I've already hit 2 1 year.
Really?
Yeah, I hit 2. I hit one with the Bravada, which is a car that I'm driving now, and I hit one with the PT Cruiser.
Holy cow.
Now, it didn't hurt the PT Cruiser bad, and they wrote me a check for that one for $1,200. Okay. And then when they totaled it, they wrote me a check for $2,800. So I've got my money back out of that car. Not the total amount, because I give probably $14,000 for it when I bought it. It wasn't brand new, but anyhow, it's been a nice car. But it was starting, like I said, have issues. It was losing a little water, use a little oil, and the front tires, I couldn't keep them aired up. I took them to Walmart, and they said, well, there's nothing wrong with them. Okay. Well, if it does it again, bring it back and we'll break them down and then put them back on there. Well, why didn't you do that to start with? You know, I didn't say that, but I was thinking it. Well, why didn't you break it down while you had it off of the car? You know,
Yeah.
they're crazy.
I took my car into Walmart about 2 months ago. Our newer one, it was due for an oil change. And I told them to rotate the tires. So we walk around Walmart and do our shopping. And they said, we'll text you or call you over the intercom or whatever. So like 2 hours go by, they still haven't text or called over the intercom. I'm like, let's go check and see what's going on. Well, the car was sitting out there where you pick it up, and then there was nobody at the counter. So I'm like, okay. And somebody came out finally, and I'm like, I see my car's out there. Can I get the keys and put my groceries in it? You know? He's like, oh yeah, it's done. I said, all right, and I noticed the tires weren't rotated or nothing. He's like, oh, we didn't rotate them, and he didn't fill out the paperwork right. So here you go. So we got a free oil change out of the deal. He's like, don't worry about it. But it was like we got synthetic in our new car, so I saved like $50 by them not doing the paperwork right.
Cool.
But
Well,
they don't, nobody, this new generation has no work ethic. They weren't, there was no auto in high school. There's no shop class. There's no metals class. There's no work ethic taught to them unless the parents teach them. They don't teach it in schools anymore. So when they get out of high school, they're like about useless.
I know. And, I, the last 4 years that I worked, I become foreman because everybody left, and he had to have somebody. And I had kids under me,
Mm-hmm.
and they'd steal you blind. I mean, it's unreal.
I'm not saying this younger generation is stupid. They're really smart and intelligent. It's just they don't know what a wrench is.
Okay, so Maniac, you're driving a PT for a loaner. And how about a baton in your car? Well, it would not be a bad idea. One of them be good sticks. Yes, yes, ma'am. Well, I took small engines and welding in school,
Okay,
and I took some wood shop
there
classes.
you go. Yeah, probably in middle school,
No, I did that all in high school,
all in high school.
and I took drafting. Uh, the way the program was set up, you took drafting half of the year, and then you took wood shop the other half.
Right.
But it gave me the basic, you know. And of course, now they don't weld
Yeah.
with the stick. It's it's like it's a wire that runs out for welding. I mean, it wouldn't take
Well,
much.
you still use a stick. It depends on what metals you're welding.
Okay. Well, see, all I
You
knew.
can't do brass. You can't weld.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Go ahead. Like when you weld brass, to cast, you got to use certain stick. You can't MIG weld it
Okay.
with
See,
the
I
little wire that comes out. You can't do it with that. Yeah.
okay. See, I didn't know that. But like I said,
Yeah.
all I know is the basic. If you say here, use this stick to weld these metals, I could do it.
Yeah, they're just different hardness. This is
Right.
the sticks are different hardness.
And Tim said he preferred the stick.
Yeah, you
Uh,
get a good hot burn with them.
Maniac said she's going to hit the hay. She's getting cross-eyed.
Watch out for the needle.
Okay. Uh, Waterbug says, ask Fish, which is Adam, what town live in.
I'm outside of Atlanta.
Okay. Fritz, I don't know how to pronounce that. Figured, I, I'm done. I don't know how to pronounce where he was. He's in Fitzgerald.
Fitzgerald,
Okay, that's where he's at. How far away?
where's that? In Germany?
In Georgia.
Oh yeah, Fitzgerald.
Yeah, that's how you pronounce it. Fitzgerald. Thank you. But on that welding, I did better using the acetylene torch,
Uh huh.
in they called it a mild steel rod.
Yeah,
On some issues, you could probably use a piece of baling wire to do the same thing.
like
But
TIG welding.
no, use
TIG
the
welding with the.
no, you use the torch
Uh huh.
and you heat up and run
Oh
the
okay.
heat using the torch, not a cutting torch. You put a torch head on.
You're like doing pipe or something.
Well, like I said, they was just teaching us the basic.
Oh
They gave
okay.
us two pieces of metal, and then we had to lay them down there and weld them together.
Okay.
And then, as soon as we got it welded to test, we would have to take the metal while it was hot, stick it in water, put it in a vise, and take a pipe wrench. And to get an A, it had to hold. You pull it down, one, two, three. If it would do that without breaking, you'd get an A.
Oh okay. Okay.
And
Yeah,
I
when they were testing it.
went like 6 or 8 times because I got real good penetration on it.
That's good. Poured hot metal in the molds that we made. We made an eagle with its wings out. We made screwdrivers, hammers. We got to use the lathe. We made metal toolboxes, spot welded them. This is all in middle school up in Indiana.
Now we made toolboxes. We spot welded them.
Yeah,
Yeah, I made one little toolbox. Pretty neat.
it is.
And
But
the
back
teacher
in the day, you had all these factories.
the teacher that we had was very particular. You had to lay out all your lines on the metal,
Uh
and man,
huh.
he was particular. He would check you, and if you was a 30-second off, you had to erase it all and start over.
Holy cow.
Or maybe you could just fix that one line. I don't remember. But I mean, that stuck in my head. And when I measure something, I mean, it's right to the within a 30-second.
Yeah.
Now, the problem I have is with my eyes, old eyes, I mean, I wear these glasses. I do okay if I have plenty of light.
Yeah. Old
But
dude from
surprised that people they don't know how to read a ruler. You know.
It's easy once you understand it.
Well, yeah,
You
but
know
I'm saying
the basic.
you'd be surprised if people don't know how
Yeah.
to read a ruler.
But ask the dude from Fitzgerald. Is he still in there?
Waterbug. Yeah, go ahead and ask him. He'd probably hear you.
I was wondering if they had any good pay ponds down there. I don't know if he fishes or not. I got family in Douglas, east of where he's at. He or she.
I'd say it was a he.
Okay.
If he comes back, I'll read it to you.
Okay. I'm always going down there. I go down to Tifton, actually Valdelia, but I go pick my kids up down there. The ex-wife drives them up from Florida. I meet them about halfway.
So you're divorced. Are you
Yeah, I
remarried?
was with the first one like 20 years. Huh?
Okay, let me read this. South Georgia, about 95 miles, Florida.
Yeah, I know where he's at.
Okay.
I was just wondering if they had any pay ponds for fishing down there. I know near
Hey,
Adele or
okay, see, I didn't understand what you said. Where you go pay and fish in their pond. I don't know of any around here. I haven't been fishing forever. Like I said, I go fishing at Captain D's
yeah, or Red Lobster, right?
or Red Lobster. We just did that just the other day.
I've seen the advertisement now. It's a different thing every day.
Right?
Different specials.
We went on a Monday and it was a shrimp, and Tuesday was the Admiral's Feast.
Oh yeah, I used to get that all the time.
Well, I debated. Of course, it would have been a different price because it wasn't Tuesday. But I had to go
Yeah.
clear Hope to get my eyes checked at a Walmart. I mean, I could go to a doctor around here. I mean, eye doctor, and have it done, but I just like to go to them. And then if I need something, then I can buy my glasses there. And he said that the glasses I have are fine. We could change it a little bit, but it wouldn't make that much difference. It's just up to you if you want to stick with your glasses or, I said, well, if you think they're okay, that's fine. I said, the main thing is, see, I'm going to the doctor Monday and he wants my eyes checked every year. And I think the last time I had it checked was in April of last year. Well, hello, Grizz.
Lost
Hey,
and
Tim, how's it
found, he is.
Pardon?
I said he's lost and found.
Yes,
You.
I'm having a real hard time hearing.
Go ahead.
It's raining on out here, and there's just a little bit of noise on the roof. It's screwing up my hearing out here. But hey, check this on out. Just a second here. Let me see if I can.
Is that a lighter?
Well, that is, yeah, but that's not what I was going to show you. There you go. I got a shelter. See the roof?
Oh,
It
yeah.
leaks. I got these little tiny pinholes right there and there. So it does have some leaks, but I can sit on out here and enjoy the fire with my computer. And I got it in between the leaks.
All right.
Looks good.
Dave's Backyard Chicken and Outdoor. I just supported you. You got 67.
Hiya, Marie.
So, Dave, you've asked the question why some people are blue because they're a moderator. And that's my choice of who I pick as a moderator. So there's a link for Dave's Backyard Chicken if you want to check him out. I'm sure that he would like to have the support. He's got 67 now. Well, today's Miss Pam's birthday, Grizz.
Oh, happy birthday, Miss Pam.
She can't hear you, but I'll be glad to tell her. She's in the bedroom.
Okay. Dave, I'm going to give you, for instance, what a moderator can do. I'm not putting you in timeout. You'll still be able to chat. I'm going to show you on your last text. I'm removing it. That's what a moderator can do. You're not in timeout, and there's no problem. You put text. I mean, you're not trouble. But that's what the blue wrenches can do. They can remove text. They can put people in timeout. They can ban them. But hey, we got good moderators in here, so don't be afraid. You know, I just always take what they do.
Hey, Grizz,
Yeah.
what do you have? A endless supply of scaffolding?
And then the supply of what?
Scaffolding.
Gasoline?
Them buck. You see that buck over there over your shoulder? That scaffold.
Oh, the scaffold. Yeah, I got a bunch of that.
Scaffold.
Yeah, I got a lot of the
That's
scaffolding
cool.
from when I was contracting.
I seen you got it over your sawmill too.
Yeah, I got some of that set up in the sawmill. I got a bunch up over leaning up against the shop, and I've given some to my brothers because
That's
I
pretty cool.
don't need it all anymore. And I'm thinking about using some of the scaffolding to make a greenhouse out of. That's
What is
right,
it, 6
Tim.
foot?
So if you're a Chevy owner, don't mention it.
Adam Tim's World said, we only time out Chevy owners.
Yep. So what did you do for Miss Pam's birthday today, Kim?
Well, she did laundry all day and folded up a whole bunch of clothes to pack. And then sister and brother-in-law, you know, we had his birthday a week ago. Well, she come over and brought strawberries and little shortcakes and Cool Whip, and we had coffee. Oh, it was delicious.
Oh man, you know what? It's been a long time since I had strawberry shortcake. It's been a year.
Oh, she did a fine job. And it wasn't sour either.
That sounds good.
So I'm sure she soaked them in the sugar for a while.
Hey, that gives me an idea, Kim. I'm wondering about if you marinate the strawberries in vodka and use that to make a strawberry shortcake, how that would taste. It might be pretty damn good.
I think it would be really too strong for me, but you would like it.
I think I would love it. I'm going to have to give that a try.
Okay. Davy Smith. Hello, how are you? Welcome to the chat.
And it's so relaxing sitting on out here.
Well, Grizz, we was going to go through, I guess it's South Dakota, and see Mount Rushmore, which we could still see it. But as far as the information booth or whatever, they've got that shut down until the 30th of May.
Well, that's,
Here.
but you're coming in June, so you'll still be able to make it.
No, we're
Thank
leaving this coming Tuesday. We're leaving the 21st.
Oh, okay.
So we'll catch it on the way back.
There you go.
On the way back.
See, we would be through there before the 30th.
Yeah.
Where are they going?
Hopefully, we'll be looking at you shaking your hand by the 30th.
Pardon?
I said, hopefully, I'll be looking at you eye to eye, shaking your hand before the 30th.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah, that'd be awesome.
Which month?
At the end of about the 30th is this month. He plans on trying to go to get here.
I'm gonna get some stuff.
But like I said, we're leaving next Tuesday. Of course, now there's a bottleneck here. She's going down to her mother's tomorrow and see a realtor about selling the house and auctioning the stuff off. So I hope that don't throw a monkey wrench in it.
Yeah.
But anyhow, we'll let you know.
Okay, cool. We'll definitely have a feast here for it.
Hello, chicken lady.
Hello, how you doing?
Good.
That's good, and it sounds good that you're coming.
Well, we're going to give it a shot. I don't know how good I'll be at traveling that far.
But I know I can't do it.
Just put the cruise control on and the headset on and go to sleep.
Yeah, that's my fear. I'm going to sleep.
No, I have to get up and move too much.
Just have Pam shake you a little bit.
We will switch off back and forth, and I always try to stop every hour. I got that old man problem.
You just got to carry a bottle with you.
Yeah, but I can't get it all lined up. Sitting in the car.
Just a second, I'll be right back, Kim.
Where you going?
Around the corner where you can't see me.
See, that's what I was talking about. That's exactly what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know where John went. B&J's not on here.
B&J's not around tonight, huh?
I haven't seen him yet. I sent him a link.
I wonder how his trip to the Capitol went.
How what went?
Didn't his wife or girlfriend have to go to the Capitol for the
Oh,
lottery?
that's right.
I'm not sure if they made it yet.
I don't know if they got to go because he don't have any driver's license. He don't have a car.
Oh,
Yeah.
By the time he pays somebody to take him and stuff, he won't have anything left.
Right. I mean, it'll be more than what they started with, but
And like he said, he's helped people all of his life. Now he needs help. Nobody's around.
yep.
Mm.
I figured you've been busy, Grizz. I ain't seen you too much.
What's that?
I said I figured you've been busy around the house.
Yeah, it's been pretty busy out in the garden, getting my daughter's firewood thing going and different stuff. But the last 2 days it's been rain, so I haven't been doing nothing, doing a whole lot. Hey, Waterbug.
always something to do.
Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to be cutting some more firewood, and it's supposed to rain again tomorrow too.
Better get ready for that heavy winter next year.
I hope we get it would be nice to get a heavy winter. I'm all for it.
A heavy winter. Oh, for next year.
The only problems with the really bad wet winters here is
Flooding.
well, we're okay with flooding for the most part. Tillamook is the only spot that gets huge flooding, but
That's true.
the only thing that we have a problem with is in the summertime, we get so much foliage going up, and then a drought comes along, and then it all dries up, and then we got all sorts. It's a heck of a fire tender here.
You got to get enough rain to stop the fires.
Grizz, you're making some real good thumbnails.
I've been working on trying to get them better.
So are you using Filmora?
Yeah.
Okay. I've been using a Canva.
Sometimes I use Canva. It just all depends. Most of the time, I'm using Filmora. There's more I can do in Filmora more easily. The problem is with Filmora, usually, your thumbnails are only allowed to be two megabytes. And when I edit and make my thumbnail in Filmora, the thumbnail is usually like 2.5 megabytes.
Oh my!
And so then I got to take it in and edit it and resize the file so I can upload it.
So what do you resize it with?
On the laptop, when you right click on the picture, you can go to properties, and in that setting there or whatever, I just click on edit, and I don't remember what it is. Something that came with the computer, and then I just change it to a PNG file.
Okay. Well, that's how I've learned what I know, by asking.
Mm-hmm.
I've always, I'll look into that if I have to do it. But always take
just tell me.
Wondershare.
When you open up the picture, if it's over 2 megabytes, just right click on it and click edit. And there's actually, every computer has different programs on there, but I just loaded up on there the picture, then I click save to PNG file for the web, and then it brings it to about 1 megabyte.
I know what you're talking about. Now, when I do Canva and you save it, you got to publish it and save it. I always use the JPEG.
Yes, and I have used JPEG doing this. The difference is though, of using a PNG, you still get a better quality picture using in a PNG file rather than a JPEG. It's also a lot larger. If I save it to a JPEG, then the file is about 500 kilobytes. You know, it's a lot smaller if I save it to a JPEG. So that means I don't think it's as good as a picture as if I save it as a PNG file.
Okay. For some reason, something happened. Is why I started using it, because the other one wouldn't work for me one time, and they suggested to use the JPEG. So the next time I'll try the other one. What did you call it again?
PNG file.
Okay.
Hey, Howie.
Hello, Howie.
Oh, dear. Oh. Yeah, I mean, actually, I wouldn't worry about it anyway, Kim, because your thumbnails come out crystal clear. So
Okay.
I mean, I don't know that it's going to help you in the quality of the picture. For me, I'm using with what I'm using, unless I take a snapshot. See, a lot of my pictures are taken from a video of my thumbnails. If I find the right look that I want or whatever, then I'll use that. And so the quality of the video is not going to be as good as the quality of a snapshot, at least for me and my camera. Now, I mean, if I had a better camera, I could shoot better quality videos. That'd be something else. But the quality just isn't quite as good. So for me to, every little bit that I can boost my quality, by using a PNG file instead of a JPEG.
You have good quality, but
Hi, Rosanna.
what I do is I upload the video unlisted. Okay. Then after it uploads, I will play the video and click on print screen. Okay. And then you go into Paint. And when you open it up, you put paste and it puts that picture. You follow me? I know it's 4 steps, but it works for me. Then when you
and that's fine.
Huh?
That's fine like that, yeah.
Then
and you know what? I keep doing
you want to save or not.
Yeah, it might be Paint that I'm doing mine. Let me take a look real quick. I think it might be Paint that I'm saving mine in.
And then after I get it onto my desktop, I'll open it up, and I have a picture program that I bought years ago when I first got my first computer. Then I'll crop to what I want.
Yeah, I'm doing this in Paint.
Okay.
So when I convert it to JPEG or to PNG, I'm doing it in Paint as well.
And then when I put it in Canva, that's where it converts it to either PNG or the JPEG.
Yeah.
I probably do more steps than what I should, but it works and it's free.
Uh huh.
I like free.
Oh yeah.
And then when I go to Canva, it says to, design. And then it asks for how wide and how tall. And I do 1280 by 720.
Uh huh.
Now,
I think that's like what I say. Yeah.
the reason why I do it that way, that's what I found. Somebody said that would be the best size to make your thumbnail.
Uh huh.
And then when you put your thumbnail on there, your picture on, you're making the thumbnail, then you want to drag the corner to make it the size you want. So it fills the whole page up. Like you told me that first time, I didn't get big enough. And then you can still slide the sides in. Of course, you're making the whole picture.
Right. Yeah, I added my thumbnail in full size, but then before I save it or go on, I shrink it all the way down to the thumbnail size so I can see how it looks.
Yeah.
Because sometimes if you don't do that, sometimes you think, oh, this really looks nice on a larger picture. You shrink it on down and you can't read the words.
Yep. But I like the last two thumbnails that you made.
Yeah, I think I'm getting a little bit better at it.
You are.
Making some progress.
You're doing an excellent job.
Yeah, I'm trying to make my videos. When people, I have one video that I did on my other channel. That, and that's what I said. I got to do something about my thumbnails because I thought that thumbnail was pretty good that I put on it. I had over 13,000 impressions. Usually, I only get about 3,000 or 4,000 impressions on my thumbnails, which the impressions is how many people see it. And I only had a 1.8% click-through rate on it. Now, typically, my click-through rate has been 4 or 5% on my click-through rate on there. But that one only had like 1.7 or 1.8 click-through rate. And I said, you know what? I better start going back and start looking at the thumbnails that had the highest click-through rate and try to make similar type of thumbnails to that. So that's what I just started doing the last few days. But I'm doing more of the experimenting on it on this channel, my Alpha 270 channel, than doing it on my Grizz 270 channel. So, I'm not, doing a bunch of stupid stuff over there.
Oh, it looks good. So now you're still getting enough views on your Grizz channel to keep you above water, right? So you stay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm getting plenty of views to stay monetized.
Okay.
I'm down. I'm really down. I'm only getting like 50,000 watch time minutes now a month. So my watch time minutes have really decreased. My revenue has decreased. But I'm still over $1 a day, income on it.
Well, that's not bad.
Yeah, and when I do release a video on there, on the day that I do release a video, my income goes up to about $4 or $5 that day.
That's great. Hello, Wisconsin Greg.
Hey, Greg.
Well, I've been 2 months, and I've got, of course, all the other money I pulled out, but I'm at $97 now.
Mm-hmm.
So next month I'll get a check.
You do $97 in 2 months?
In this last 2 months.
Yeah, in the last 2 months. And you know what? I'm only getting, I've been the last 2 months. Well, actually, the last month I only made about $45, and the month before I made about $55.
Well, see, that's what I'm talking about that. $47 each month.
But if I release more videos, if I would release more videos on there, I could easily have, if I did one video a week, I think I would be making probably about $80 a month. Wild guess.
Okay.
But I've only been doing on that channel maybe one video a month, basically on average. I think I've only released 4 videos since the first of the year.
But
other than the dumb ones that cost me.
But they have deposited 3 checks. The next month will be 4. Each one of them has to be over $100.
Yep.
I know you got your set higher, but
yeah, I have mine set for 1,000.
I just take whatever I can get. So anyhow, the YouTubers bought me this camera.
Cool. Yeah, I think if I ever get up to where I'm making consistently about $300 a month plus, then I'll probably switch it over to a monthly payment.
I get direct deposit.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that's what they do is direct deposit.
I get mine every week.
But you're talking about your work pay.
Yeah.
Well, I get direct deposit every second Wednesday.
There you go.
That's my disability.
I get a direct deposit once a month. That's my disability.
That's what I'm talking about. Once a month. And it comes the second Wednesday of the month.
Hey, at least we're getting
Okay.
something, right?
I get mine like on around the latter part of the first week. Right around, I think it's around the 5th. The 4th or the 5th is when I get mine.
Well, it always changes.
Well, it depends on when the late weekend lands.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So
I mean,
maybe yours is the first Friday or first Thursday.
well, they go by, from what I understand, they go by the last digit on your social security number, if I remember right. But if that number, say like if the number is say like a 5, the last digit on your social security number is a 5, and the 5th lands on a Saturday, then you can get the check as early as Friday, the day before. Or if the 5th lands on a Sunday, then you get it on the 6th.
Okay.
I think that's how it's working. I mean, it seems to me that's like, but I've never paid attention to it. I mean, I got all my bills set to pay my bills like 1 week after I get the check, just to make sure that it's.
I don't know how they do yours, but I know exactly the second Wednesday it's in there. The second
Maybe
Wednesday.
it's how they do it from state. I wonder if it's from state to state that they do that differently. But it comes from the federal government, so I don't think it'd be state to state. I don't know. That's weird.
Depends. And I thought it was based on your last name, like mine's F. And I had a buddy, we went to school together, and his is a P. His last name starts with P. So his is on the 3rd Wednesday, and mine's on the 2nd Wednesday.
Yeah.
Now it could go by your number.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how that works.
But see, my last number is 2. So see, it's not even close to the 2nd.
No, but it might. I believe the 3rd number though tells which week.
Okay.
is how I think it is. I think that the third number tells which week, and the fourth number tells which day.
But see,
Or something.
it changes every month. So, in other words, this month I got paid on the 8th. If I can get this to turn.
Uh-huh.
And then next month I'll get paid on the 12th because it's the second Wednesday.
Yeah, I don't know. They must be doing it. I don't know. I could be completely all wrong on it.
It don't make me any difference as long as I get her in there.
Yeah. Yeah, so you are getting paid every Wednesday.
Second Wednesday.
The second Wednesday, yeah. Maybe I had to take a look at mine and see how that works. I mean, I've just assumed that's how they did it. It seemed to me like that's what they told me, but 5, 6 years ago, anything, what I remember 5 or 6 years ago could be totally wrong.
Right?
Who's on second?
What's that, Adam?
I said, who's on second?
I am.
What's on second? What's on first?
Who's on first? John?
Who's on first? What's on second? I don't know who's on third.
I'm second.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting a couple of views on my videos. Periodically, I got to go back and look at the comments, and that's one thing I need to work on, is getting better at replying to comments.
It takes me a couple days to get caught up.
Always try to say something. Thank you. Something. And people will just give me a heart.
Well, I was watching a video on how to improve your channel, this and that. One of the things that they said is very important to respond immediately when people and responded to every single comment and give them a heart and everything, or thumbs up, just respond to everything to show that you're active and responding to the videos. And that's something I need to do. A lot of times I won't respond for 5 or 6 days, even though I read them on time every day, but sometimes I just don't feel like replying. And what they were saying is, if you don't reply, then all of a sudden people start thinking, well, he's not going to answer anyway, so why should I leave you a comment? He's not going to read it.
Exactly.
And so I know a person's supposed to do it. And that's a huge deal where I need to really improve myself on my channel. But I do the channel mainly for fun, and if I don't feel like replying, I ain't going to reply until I'm ready.
I do. I try to go through every comment. I read it and I reply something. There's a link to Grizz's last video if somebody wants to check him out. I haven't watched it yet, but I will. And
it's kind of
Dave's Backyard. Thank you for checking everybody out. I supported your channel.
It's kind of a dumb video. I was actually just trying to horse around. The only reason why I made that video today is because I've been trying to figure out how to edit in Filmora on my cell phone, and I wanted to try to learn how to use the picture-in-picture on Filmora on the cell phone. But I haven't. I haven't proved this yet. I was trying to do a video inside the video, like I did on that video. I did a video inside the video, but I couldn't. It wouldn't let me do that. So I think the picture-in-picture is you can only put a still shot picture inside the video, because it kept on every time I click that deal to take it to picture-in-picture, it only gave me the alternatives for a still shot. So then I went ahead and edited on here instead. But I'll keep that in mind next time I shoot a video. I'll do a bunch of still shots for the video if I'm going to edit on my cell phone.
There you go. Now, if I do make it out there, how does your phone? Do you have a hotspot?
You bringing your laptop?
Yes.
I know I don't have hotspot, but I can you do a USB tether.
Okay. Well, it's
Meaning that
it's not that important because when I stay at the hotel, if I want to do something, then I'll do it there.
yeah. No, you can like bring your laptop computer on out here too. And we have two cell phones. We have two phones. So you'll be able to plug one of the phones on in. And what we should do is we should do a live stream together. Both of us stream a live stream at the same time on our two separate channels.
Okay. We'll experiment.
Yeah.
Read Wisconsin Greg's comment. I'm not familiar with that app.
I've seen that app. I've never tried it. It's I don't even know how to pronounce the word Mabavi or something like that. And I believe they're the ones that actually took over Windows Movie Maker.
Oh.
You know, when it became open source.
Good night, Hallie. Thank you for coming in. Well, I downloaded Windows Movie Maker onto my laptop. I downloaded one and it said you can't do it because this is for 64-bit. So
yeah, there's a 32 and a 64-bit. You got to do the right one.
So I went back and I found the 32 and I downloaded it.
Mm-hmm.
I upgraded my laptop, I should have done the 64.
Well, I tell you, you really, for only $59 for a lifetime membership, you know, with Bill Mora, you really should get that for an editing tool. I'll show you when you get here. I'll show you the Bill Mora editing and the things that you can do. And
I understand, but let's get a little bit of wetness behind my ears out of here yet.
It's so simple, though. It's so simple, and it makes transitions between frames so much smoother.
I understand. But on this new camera I've got, and I'll still use my other camera too. I'll use it more for still shots.
Mm-hmm.
And this has got a 128 gig memory or SD card, which is a lot. But I've got this 1 terabyte hard drive, and I can take that and plug it into my laptop and dump my videos on it, you know, and erase it from the card so that I don't run out of memory.
Well, you know, here's another deal, Kim, that will really open up the door for you for video in your backyard or something. Whether you do it a barbecue or whatever. I have 3 cell phones, so I can use 2 of them for a camera, and I use 1 for a voice recorder. And I just stick the phone in my pocket. And when I put it on voice record, that way you can set your camera up in the backyard, you know, while you're barbecuing or while you're working in the yard or doing whatever. and the audio is, when you're working in front of a camera, when you turn away from the camera, the audio gets real quiet. It's harder to hear.
That's
And
true.
so then you got to split those frames out and boost the volume on up, this and that stuff. But if you have that audio deal in your pocket, now your audio is steady all the way through on your talking, and it really does help a lot.
Yeah, but I don't have a cell phone, and I'm not going to get one. I refuse.
If you come across somebody that's giving one away for free, that's how I would recommend you do it.
Practice. It'd be a good skeet shoot. Boom.
Well, you can always
I know, but
you can always tell a story while you're playing your film instead of recording your voice live.
that's true.
Narrate it.
But I haven't used it yet. But this camera's got a mic also. So it's going to pick up a lot more. Like if I put it on a tripod. But it would make it a lot heavier for a selfie stick. And I've got this pistol grip. It's supposed to be here Friday, it says, but they haven't shipped it yet.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that'll help a bunch, just holding it by hand, using that pistol grip. Or I can use the selfie stick or tripod.
Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff. I mean, you can get actually a voice pack without getting a cell phone for recording the audio on. You don't have to use a cell phone. I just like it so it's so thin. I can drop it in my pocket. Nobody really notices it.
Right. And then I'd bend over and drop it on the ground or in the water.
That's what button shirts are for. You button it in.
Yeah. Well, mine don't have buttons.
You never dropped one in the toilet?
No, I haven't.
Nope. But I'll tell you one thing I did do, Adam. I was down at some public outhouses. It was like a 4-holer. A 4-seater outhouse I was at. And I got done, and when I got on up, I dropped a quarter down on in there. Yeah, it pissed me off, man. It really pissed me off. I dropped a quarter down in that outhouse. Just as some other guy come walking on in. I pulled out my wallet. I threw that in there. I threw my watch on in there. I threw my pocket knife. I pulled out all the rest of the change on in there. The guy said, "What the hell are you doing?" I said, "I dropped a quarter down in there." He says, and it pissed me off. He said, "Well, so you're going to throw everything that you got in that pocket just because you dropped a quarter?" I said, "No, but you don't expect me to throw it for one lousy quarter, do you?"
That's a good one.
Hey, there's Big Steve.
What's up, Steve?
What's that?
I was saying, what's up, Steve?
He's not even going to say hello to me. He hates me.
All right, now I'm back. Hello, Big Steve. Well, one time I was walking down this fence and I heard somebody on the other side saying 35, 35, 35. And I looked there in that hole and he poked me in the eye and he says 36, 36.
Yeah. I remember that one.
Okay, now I had to go to the other room. I was flying on about that quarter. I couldn't hear the last thing you said about the quarter. The guy asked you what you was doing.
Well, I was throwing my wallet and my car keys and all the rest of the change and my pocket knife and my wristwatch all down in there. And the guy said, "What the hell are you doing?" I said, "I dropped a quarter in there and it pissed me off." He said, So you got pissed off and you're throwing everything you got down in that toilet. I said, well, you don't expect me to go back down on in there for just one lousy quarter, do you?
I believe I'd left a quarter. Yeah. Oh my God, Chris, are you gonna choke?
Smoking is glamorous.
Yeah, it is. Boy, I don't miss that. I used to try to cough up my lung.
Oh, shut up, Steve. You don't know anything.
Yeah, I wish that I don't know what it would be like $20 to get that hotspot on that car. You could use that within 300 feet, but you'd have to have the car in accessory mode to make it work.
Well, I might have. I'm going to try to get it here this next week sometime. I don't know how long it will take, but Verizon has that modem deal that you get wireless, unlimited internet. Your internet is controlled, so sometimes during peak hours they don't throttle you after so much usage. But if there's been heavy use on the internet, then they slow your internet down because you're on the low band on the protocol. But I'm hoping to have that in this next week.
Well, don't get it for me.
No, I'm getting it for me to run my channel with.
Yeah. You know, I don't want to use up your data. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But I will take videos of us sitting talking.
Oh
Then
yeah.
I'll put them up later, make a video of it.
Whatever internet that you use, if I haven't got it by then, whatever internet that you use of mine is no big deal because I actually know at that point at the 28th I get renewed on the 28th for my internet service, and that's when I get 50 gigabyte every month for mine, and my wife gets 50 gigabyte too.
Okay. Well, see what I've got right here. I'm unlimited.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got 100 meg speed. And as far as the data, it's unlimited.
Yeah.
So when I take my laptop, I would hook into the hotel, and I try not to do any banking or credit card or anything on their website.
Right. Yep.
I don't see any reason to do that. The only thing I would do is edit my video, and I think I could do everything offline until I uploaded it.
Right. But here I don't know about with your editing tool. It just all depends on like if you have Windows Movie Maker or something like that to that effect. Then it's not a big deal. But with me, when I go to save the video, when I edit in Windows Movie Maker and I go to save it, that's no big deal if I'm saving it for my personal use and I'm not in the internet. But as soon as I upload that to the internet, if I'm not logged on into Filmora, then as soon as I upload it, they put their Filmora banner on my video.
Oh.
So I have to, before I save the video, I have to be online with Filmora signed on in, so I can save the video, and then I don't have their logo on my video. Then.
Okay, sure. I understand that. Tim's World said he's got unlimited Amish everything. Of course,
He's got an endless nighttime garden supply too.
yeah.
Hey, I'll be right back. I got to go grab me another beer.
Well, better get you a cigarette.
Yeah. Oh man, I might be done for a bit after that last hacking gig.
Where's Tim's World, Pennsylvania?
Yes. He's up there by Blue Balls.
Blue Balls? Yeah.
That's actual town. And Intercourse and Lancaster, it's all about the same. I've been to Lancaster, I've been to Intercourse.
Well, if you don't go to Intercourse, you go to Blue Balls.
Yeah, pretty much. But they're real towns.
I believe you.
Okay, Blue Ball is east of him. So where is that from Intercourse, Tim? Because you go up, we went north and you turn west to go to Lancaster and turn east to go to Intercourse.
My family used to be Amish. They lived the Amish way. Amish isn't really it's just a way of life. It's not really per se Native American, or it's not a nationality.
They have their way of living.
Yeah, that's all it is. Like we're more Mennonite. Like they still do a lot of the same things, but they use more modern technology.
Are you Mennonite?
My great grandfather, great grandmother, and everything back was, but like my grandma, she grew up that way. Like she made all the clothes for my aunts and my mom, and so we got out of that. We got out of that lifestyle like 2 generations back, I guess you'd say.
Okay. I respect their way of living, but I don't want no part of it.
Right.
I like my electricity and my driving and all that. I mean,
Oh yeah.
I have respect for the Amish and Mennonites, but not for me.
I hear you on that, Kim. Man, I tell you what, when we first got here, the first 3 years that we lived here, we lived without electricity, and that's all I worked for was being able to afford to get the power up here, man. I tell you what. And when I got the power up here, it's like I'm not ever going off grid again.
Yeah.
And it wasn't for the convenience of air conditioning and heat and hot water. We were fine with all that part. The worst part of it was my shop. My welder runs off of electricity. My drills, my skill saws, my table saws, my planers, my lathes. I mean, just everything takes all this electricity. And you do kind of want to listen to a gas generator every time I want to do something.
Yeah.
And the worst part is not just having to listen to it, is anytime you want to go use something, it's, I got to go start the generator. Oh, I better go shut off the generator when I'm not using it so I don't run out of gas.
Well, a lot of the shops like that without electricity run air tools. I don't know how
What
that
do you
works.
think it takes to make air?
A gasoline compressor?
It takes gasoline to, if you're going to run gasoline to make air, you might as well run gasoline to make electricity.
Right?
You know, because there's only so many air tools. Like, I've never heard of an airplaner.
Right? I just said I've heard of some of the Amish shops running air
Yeah.
tools.
They do that. They do that. I worked at the largest plant in the world at one time. They made RVs, campers, mobile homes, double wides, single wides, and it was like
Well,
80% Amish, but they all used air compressor
there is one
or
thing
stuff
that I
went
have
off generator.
considered.
You can run stuff off a generator, just nothing tied into the grid.
There was one thing that I had considered, and that was up my logging road up here at the creek up there, putting in a water wheel up there. That I would hook up a compressor to it. You know, remove the electric motor off of it, and put a pulley system on it, so the water wheel would turn the compressor, run the pipe down here to the tank, build the pressure up in the tank. So now I got, a water powered air compressor, no electricity to run that. But this part that I thought would be interesting to do is take another compressor motor and put it down here, but put it in backwards. So when the air comes on out of your compressor, it's running your compressor backwards, powering an alternator or a generator that would produce electricity that would charge batteries off of air. Because one thing is, if I put the water wheel up there, it's 600 feet away, and I'm going to have a huge voltage reduction between there and here for electricity. But if I'm not going to have air pressure reduction between there and here.
Tim Sorrell said that they've replaced electric with hydraulic. And I don't know anything about that myself. But if it works, great.
Yeah.
Now I still gotta have electric to charge the batteries, but I've got a lot of battery tools like drill and my Sawzall. I really like them,
Oh yeah.
but I still gotta have electric to charge them.
Yep.
Hello, Ann.
Hello, Ann. How you doing?
That's the gal that brought them strawberries and shortcake and whipped cream. Oh my God.
Ann, will you marry me? I want strawberry shortcake.
Oh yeah. And she loved it. Thank you so much. Made her day. I didn't video that for YouTube because Pam wouldn't want to be on YouTube like that, like I did on Roy's. So Roy asked, well, aren't you going to video for YouTube? No, I didn't. I didn't ask Pam. I knew she'd say, no, I don't want to be on there.
Yeah.
So.
Well, so there's some things that just really, it's meant to be just meant to be family time, not to share. I mean, it's like when I go hunting, that's my time. I don't share my hunting experiences or my fishing experiences with anybody. That's my time, I mean, I don't want to worry about no dang camera at those times.
Right.
It's about fishing season, isn't it, Grizz?
Pardon?
It's about time to go fishing, isn't it?
It is. I mean, I got my fisher license the first day the first week of January, and I haven't gone fishing yet this year.
Boy, I went fishing the other day. I caught shrimp. I told you that, though, didn't I?
Yeah, you told me that. Caught it at Skipper's or well, Red Lobster.
Red lobster, you bet you.
Mm-hmm. Now, Steve left a reply on my video here about 25 minutes ago. He says, "I hate you, Alf. You ruined my childhood, you little alien bastard." That's funny.
She said, tell Grizz what I said. Ann said, well, I don't know if I want to move to the mountains.
Oh, come on, Ann. You'd love it here. I mean, we're not that far up in the hills.
You're up there where the hoot owls romance the chickens, aren't you?
From what?
You're way up there where the hoot owls romances the chickens.
I'm not getting it.
I said, you are up there so far in the mountains, the hoot owls romances the chickens.
No. Actually, I mean it's only from here to Sweet Home is about 10 minutes. From Sweet Home to Lebanon is about 20 minutes. From Lebanon to Albany is another 20 minutes. From Albany to Salem is about 30 minutes. And Salem is the capital of Oregon. No, I'm really not all that isolated out here.
And from you to me, it's about 34 hours.
Yeah, that's going to be a bit of a drive.
But I could probably get on a plane and be there in an hour or two.
Well, I don't know about that because when I flew from Spring Hill, Louisiana, up to Alaska, it was like they flew me into Texas first of all to Dallas Fort Worth, and then we flew to Denver. And each one of those flights was about an hour, including takeoff and landing and all that stuff.
And when you
imagine with a straight shot flight, no stops in between, you could probably make it here in probably about 4 hours, three to four.
And then you'd have to get a car, and you don't get to see nothing. Now,
nope.
When we would get on the cruise, we'd drive down to Evansville, which is about an hour, and get on the plane. It'd take all day. By the time we got on the ship, right after lunch, but we didn't have to rent a car or nothing because they set it up. Well, you got to pay for it. I mean, it's not free, but they set it up to take you by bus from the airport to the ship. I love the cruises. Now, I'll tell you what, that is an awesome way because once you get on there, you're on there for 7 to 14 days.
Yeah. They hold you prisoner on there.
No, not Hello, Finite World.
What scares me
It's
about
like the
those
Love
cruise
Boat.
ships, I know it's most of the time it's not like that, but every now and then you hear that story about the ship that overran with sewer and people were wading through the crap on the deck, and
Yep, that can happen.
I don't know if I can stand that. I think I don't want to jump overboard and feed myself to the sharks.
No, I'm not going to jump off of there. And I wouldn't want to go through a storm either.
No.
But if you go, you want to go on the biggest ship that they got, because they have a stabilizer that water can be rough and that ship will stay right there.
Huh. Well, you know, those cruise ships have changed a lot since the mid '70s. There was some friends of ours used to really love going on the cruise ships in the mid '70s. I mean, they were pretty wealthy people, and they'd go on every year. They'd take 2 or 3 cruises. Or the wife would take 2 or 3 cruises. The husband just didn't want nothing to do with it. He was a hillbilly like me. He was a construction worker. He was a contractor, a big time contractor. But he just like he had his head to the grindstone working, and his wife liked to live high on the hog, and she would go on these cruise ships. And but what she was telling us was back then in the '70s when she was going, that it was nothing but old people. There was no young, there might be a few grandkids, but it was all old people going on the cruise ships. And now I guess, I mean, it's a pretty good party life, young, old, a large variety from what I hear now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's all ages on there now.
Yeah.
And it's can be affordable. You have to look in advance. Like if you're going to go on a cruise, like me, I don't have $3,000 to put down at one time.
Yeah.
So you need to book like a year in advance. And you probably have to put $500 down to start with. And then you can make payments on it. And you don't have to make that final payment for like 3 months. Okay. So you just pay what you can for the 3 months. Then you dump the rest of it on your credit card. And then you pay on that. And by the time you go, you got it all paid for.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got to really concentrate on it. Any extra money you got to put it on that cruise or that credit card.
Yeah.
You can buy insurance on that too in case you have to cancel.
Oh yes,
And you get most of your money back.
You bet you. You definitely want to do that.
I've been on a couple
I
of
think
them.
those type of vacations are long gone for me.
Well, I get there, Grizz. It'll be like you're on vacation.
I think the furthest I'll ever go for vacation is probably about 20 miles up the hill for hunting season.
Okay.
Hey, have you been to the Hoover Dam?
No, I have not.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was at the Hoover Dam in the mid '70s.
Well, they got that new bridge right there now that goes in front of it.
Are there?
Yeah, instead of driving over the dam like you used to have to, they got a separate bridge about, I don't know, half mile, if that.
Wow. Yeah, it was a long time ago when I was there.
yeah, it
Now-
was fun. Go ahead, Adam.
If you take Route 66 down to like Flagstaff, well, it'll turn into 40 once you get so far down Route 66 from where you're at, Kevin. You can see the Grand Canyon National Park shoot up through Vegas.
At the time you're coming over here, Kim, that might be just perfect for you to go down a little bit further south and make the loop, and then go travel back in the north, see more country that way. And that way you still get to see Mount Rushmore, but there's a few other sites, south of here that you can pick up.
Yeah, we'll check out Mount Rushmore on the way back. I was telling
Yeah.
Ann about it. I said, they've got that shut down. She said, well, what about Pikes Peak? And she looked it up on the computer. Oh, she said that shut down until 2021.
Oh, really?
She said, God damn, did you tell them he was coming? They shut the whole country down? I guess.
Hey, it must have been Trump did it to you.
Trump's art money.
That's it.
Trump pumped all
Trump's
that
out for
money.
you.
Obama. It wasn't his fault. Here, let me get my hat on.
There you go.
Pam told me I couldn't put any stickers on my car.
Well, I'd sneak out there in the middle of the night.
No, that Cadillac's her car. The Bravada's my car now. And we're not going to change any paperwork. It'll still
No.
be our name. The
Oh, yeah.
Cadillac is in both of our names, so that Bravada is a nice car, but boy, it likes its fuel.
Mm.
About 15 miles to a gallon.
What year is it?
An 04.
I would
Change the
think that
air
would get
filter.
better than that.
If you change that air filter, it might get better gas mileage.
Oh, okay. I'll check into that.
Check your tire pressure. Make sure it's all good.
Tire pressure.
Yep.
I'd say it was pretty good. I just put 2 front tires on there.
Yeah.
I completely rebuilt the front end, basically.
Yeah, you should have the tire pressure checked like twice a year though, from winter to summer, because it does fluctuate.
Right. Good night, water bug.
It does. Your tire pressure does fluctuate between winter and summer quite a bit, and driving conditions and stuff. And you know, and their filter is, yeah, that can make a difference. But I would think that that's been taken care of, though. I mean, you take it in for tune-ups and stuff, don't you?
We had, I don't know if he changed the air filter or not. One time we was going to Vincennes and the cruise kicked off and it wouldn't hardly run. One of the what is it, the power pack or whatever?
The coil.
Yeah, the coil pack. One of them went out.
It happens.
And we was like halfway to Vincennes. I called my mechanic. I said, told him what I was doing. He said, well, he said, just go ahead and drive it. You'll be okay. I mean, I wouldn't drive it a whole bunch of miles, but go to Vincennes, do what you want to do, and then bring it in Sunday evening, and I'll fix it Monday morning. $300 and some. It was running like a champ.
How's it going, John?
Hello, John.
He ain't talking to us yet.
He's not set up yet. But Adam, I will check that air filter.
Well, what happens is your car
Starves for air. Yeah.
it throws more fuel to it for some
Yeah.
reason.
It's like your
What size motor does it have?
it does have a V8. I don't know. A big one.
If it's a big one, then if you're getting 15 miles, I mean, if it's like the Chevy 350, 305, something like that, then you should be getting better than that. But I mean, if you're pushing like the 400 and larger, then yeah, maybe 15 ain't so bad.
Well, I only checked it one time.
There's a lot of things that could be happening.
And see, I do a lot of. I'll start it up, run to the hospital, stop, go in, get my lunch, and come back.
And you drive it softly. You're not heavy on the gas.
Yeah, I drive easy. I'm an old man.
Okay, Kim. Here's another idea that you can think about. I mean, maybe check into it. And I've never played with this. My brother did. Okay, in his Ford pickup, the computer chip for them. They have 3 different computer chips that you can get. You have the stock computer chip that it comes with it, but then you can get a performance computer chip that advances the timing, so it gives you more power, and you can get an economy computer chip that sticks in there and it retards the timing. It gives you less power, but it gives you better fuel mileage.
And where do you put that?
Like I said, I've never done it before. I know my brother has with his Ford pickup. He was always switching it back and forth depending whether he's pulling his trailer. He put the performance chip in there if he's pulling his camp trailer, but if he was just running around town, he put the economy chip in there. Okay. And if he's running down the freeway empty, he would put the other chip in there because he wanted a little bit more power going over the hill.
Okay, now what you just said, it does have a towing package on it. I do know that. Because it's got. I took the ball, but
that's different than the computer chip.
Right.
The tow package is your transmission.
Okay, and it's all-wheel drive.
Uh-huh. Yeah, the tow package means you kick that on in. It means it's not going to kick into overdrive when you're pulling a load.
Okay. But, I don't see how I can get it to 80 mile an hour in one block. I don't.
Or why you would need to. Or why you would need to.
I know. I've seen people. There's a stop sign down here, and they got one block. Come up here to the other stop sign, and they'll just pour the cold to her, and then come up there and slam on the brakes and turn the corner, and away they go again. And then they got another stop sign within a block. I thought, what do you do that?
Yeah.
I was at the stop sign down here. And I got one block to make my turn to the left. And there was some guy right on me, Well, I probably didn't run, but 10, 15 mile an hour from one block to the other and made that corner. He just blew his horn. Well, that made me slow down more, and I just waved at him like, "Hi, guy." I
love it.
Got out of the way, man. He poured cold to her, and away he went. Oh, my.
That reminds me, Kim. Back when I was a kid, we had this old neighbor across the street from us, across the gravel road from us, lived on the other farm, Old Ted Street. He was like 80 years old at that time. And this is back when I was about maybe 14 years old. But anyway, he went to town one time, and I only heard the story from the guy, from his wife. His wife told me the story. Okay. He went to town, and he was a slow driver, and he pulled up to the stop sign. Or the stoplight, rather, in Redding, California. He pulled up to the stoplight. The light was red, and he stopped. Well, as soon as it turned green, he's an old man. He's a little bit slow. These things don't register real quick. So he's a little bit slow taking off. and the car behind him was just so impatient, had to go right now. He lays on the horn. Well, Ted Street got out of the car, walked back to the young man, honking the horn at him. He says, "Do you know me?" And the guy says, "No, I don't know you. What the hell are you doing?" He says, "Well, I thought you knew me. You honked at me, so I thought you knew me. I mean, is there a problem here? You know?" And he stood there talking to the guy until the light turned red again. Then he walked back, got in his car, waited through another red light.
I remember one time we had this van at work. It was like a rental van.
Mm-hmm.
And I was backing up to this place to unload, and I knew there was a post back here, and the people wasn't helping me. So I was out in the middle of the street. Well, I didn't want to back into that post, and I didn't know about the clearance up at the top. And I stopped, set the brake, and got out and started walking back there to see where that post was. Well, there was some lady, man, she just blew her horn, you know, and I stopped and I just waved at her like that and went on about my business. Walked back there and I told them guys, I said, "Hey, I need you to watch that top, you know." She threw that thing in reverse and she went down that alley and threw rocks. And I said to them guys, I said, "What did she want me to do with this? Put this in my ass pocket?" Oh, they just died.
Yeah. Oh, man.
So then I got everybody on board with what I was doing, and I backed up there and I unblocked the street. But this was a small town, you know. There's probably not, I don't know how many people, 1,200 people or something like this in this little town. Where was she going that she needed? Because I didn't block that street maybe 2 minutes. You know.
Yeah. My dad told me a lot of stories like that when he was driving truck. People get impatient with truck drivers.
Okay, Dave's backyard. Thank you for coming in. Have a good night.
Well, some of them truck drivers try to pass another one, and they can't even pass them for like 10 miles. It seems like they get right next to them and are neck and neck for 10 miles before they pass.
Yep. Oh, the truck drivers? Yeah. But you know what? For the most part, the truck drivers we have these days anymore, they're just a bunch of wannabe cowboys. They're not the truck drivers back in the from the 70s era and stuff in the 60s.
Yeah.
Where when a truck driver was considered the white knight of the road that was out there to help anybody that needed help. Now they're just a bunch of wannabe cowboys driving the roads and looking for an excuse to piss somebody off.
Hello, Rock of Ages. Thank you for coming.
I I'm about 3 or 4 videos behind on his videos. I got to get caught up with him.
Uh-oh.
John never even said hello.
There you go.
Oh, there he is.
What's going on with it? What's going on? You dropped off.
I had to switch from my phone to my laptop because my phone is dying.
Uh-oh.
Couldn't find my charger that I had earlier.
You ever order something that gives you about a 3-inch charger cable?
Amazon Basics.
I never understood that. They give you about a 3-inch cord.
I've seen some of these cords now they're selling like at a truck stop or something like that. They'll be
Yeah.
like 6 or 8 feet long.
I got one that's about 20 foot and it's got 3 different tips on it.
Oh man.
I could lay in bed and have it go all the way up to from the dresser all the way up to the headboard.
All right. Well, this Cadillac's got some USB ports in it. Got 2 in the middle, so you can use it in the front, and then it's got 2 in the back. Phone, camera, whatever. And if you got a smartphone, which I'm not smart enough to run one, you can pair it to that Cadillac where if somebody calls you, you can talk hand-free, you know. My sister does that on her car.
Well, in that Cadillac, you can put a DVD in the front, can't you?
It doesn't have that ability.
Oh, that one don't.
No, we have XM radio though. That's not.
Hey, John, you got the fan blowing in your speaker?
Nope.
Oh.
Nope. It's blowing towards the door.
It
might be a hot hit, but it'll be a cold hit at night.
Yeah.
Oh, there, I'm not hearing it anymore.
Yeah, that fixed it, John.
It was blowing towards the door.
It sounded like we was in a hurricane.
Yeah.
But trust me, hurricane season is coming.
Yeah. But
Have you seen the names for this year's hurricanes?
Uh-uh.
Look it up. They got some good ones.
My kids live down in St. Cloud, Florida.
They got to throw some more wood on the fire.
2019 Mr. Hurricane.
I've been through 20 hurricanes in my lifetime.
Oh, trust me, I've been the worst hurricane of my life. Irma, back in 2017.
Charlie was the worst one I've been through. It had all of Orlando, Kissimmee, tore up.
Chris, how many chairs you got?
We got 4, I believe, maybe 5.
All right. Are they for big people?
They're just the regular size chairs.
Hey, Grizz, cut them a stump.
What's that?
Just cut them a stump.
I can't hear you again. John's mic is messing up again.
Cut them down a tree and make them a big stump.
There, I can do that. Come up with something comfortable for you, Kim.
You what?
We'll come up with something comfortable for you.
Is Rock of Ages cut some trees, don't
I'm pretty sure he does.
Have him cut you a chair out.
got one of them studio chairs, but I don't want to haul it. Take up a lot of room. I think that's what you got, where it's got a little table on the side.
Yeah,
Up.
but I think my wife needs it by Mark, but they make them just like it at you get them just like it at Harbor Freight.
Yeah. There,
Oh, I got that fire smoking now.
that's better. Yeah, I'll have to check out your last video. It's only like 3 minutes.
Yeah, long.
I try to keep mine around 10 minutes or less
Yeah,
because people get bored. I do. Unless you got a real good video, I can't hang 30 minutes. One thing,
yeah.
I go to sleep.
What's that?
One thing, I'll go to sleep.
Well, that's what my videos do is put people to sleep.
You know what puts me to sleep? Them 5-minute commercials.
Yeah.
And then there's they got double commercials now.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I'll tell you what, though, Kim. On my videos that are 35, 45 minutes long, even though I don't get as many views on them, I get a lot more watch time on those videos than I do on my videos. Even though I get more views on the shorter videos, the videos that are 10, 15 minutes long.
Yes, because your videos are interesting. That's why.
Right. But put it this way. My 10 and 15-minute videos get about 7 or 8 minutes watch time. My 55 to 55-minute videos get about 25 to 30 minutes watch time. Even though I get less viewers, I get a lot more watch time, and that makes me much more revenue.
Hey, there's one guy on here. I swear he averages about 15 million views per video.
Oh, wow.
But he dresses like a woman and lives
Pretty
as a
woman.
woman. So I don't get it. I don't understand how this guy's got 20 million fans and averages that many views. I just don't get
Wait a
it.
minute, who?
Jeffree Star, or whatever his name is.
People are interested to see what else he's going to do.
I guess
Chuck's
so.
junk.
This guy's got to be making $100,000 a day.
Well, a lot of people watch that because they support that type of lifestyle. Other people watch it to ridicule it. And people love drama.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, my views and watch time are slowly going up on the Alpha channel. And so are the subscriptions just slowly getting there.
Well, my watch time was finally going up at last.
You're not on long enough to watch. I try to watch you dump through your live stream. John will be on for like 5 minutes, and I jump on there to watch, and then somebody gets on there, he runs away. Then it'll pop up about an hour later with another 2-minute live stream.
Well, I got
My longest live stream was 5 hours.
Oh, was it?
I have 2 tabs running on John's channel.
Okay.
I open his channel up and I click play all and just let it run. I've got, I don't know, about 10 or so tabs open, running all the time.
See, I can't do that on my cell phone.
Nope.
I do at night. Sometimes I'll fall asleep and I'll wake up to somebody's video being on.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You fall asleep. But this computer here, when I bought it, I didn't know what I was buying. It's got some horses now. It runs good. And it's just got that i3 processor. I know they got 7 and 8.
Those are expensive ones to get.
Well, I questioned the guy about the processor. I said, I want the best processor that I can afford. And I wanted to stay around $500 for the tower. He said, well, we're going to have to go to 580 to get what you want. I said, okay. So I got 8 gigs of RAM, a terabyte hard drive, and i3 processor. He said if I went to an i5, it wouldn't help me that much more, but it'd be another $100. I said, well,
Yeah, $600.
you think another 100? So anyhow, I've got the i3, and that's the same thing that Pam's got. Hers is a Dell, and mine's a Build.
Now, as far as editing videos are concerned, from what I'm hearing about on the YouTube, there, from the people that talk about it, Dell is supposed to be the best setup for editing videos. With the way they're set up. I don't know or not, but that's what I've heard.
I like the Dell. Hate your service.
It's what?
I like the Dell. I don't have a problem with Dell computer. I like them. I just don't like their technical support.
Oh, yeah. Well, all they really are is just an HP. HP owns Dell now.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, they bought it a long time ago. But they kept the name going.
Yeah, I don't know what my computer is considered because, like I said, it's a Build.
Yeah.
But the guy told me, he said, if you have
I'd like to have a computer build, but I don't know what to tell them to build.
oh, I can tell you. But you better get your pocketbook ready.
Yeah, well, see, that's the other deal. It's got to be what I can afford.
Exactly. And you can get a lot more force in a desktop for the money than a laptop if I had the same thing in a laptop that I've got in my desktop, it'd be $1,200–$1,400.
Oh wow.
Of course, that's your monitor too. See,
Right.
when I said 500, I've already got my monitor. Of course, they're only $125,
Hmm.
and then I bought a keyboard and a mouse and stuff. I had all that. But when you're talking about a laptop, you're talking about keyboard, monitor, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, but the keyboard and the monitor is really peanuts, really, compared to the computer.
Yeah, but if you was to get what I'm telling you that I've got in my desktop in a laptop, it'd be about $1,200–$1,400.
Yeah, I don't doubt that. But that's still, I'm finding that I like the laptop. The convenience of the laptop a lot better.
Oh
You know,
yeah, oh yeah. But I can do so much more myself. My personal opinion.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I got a way to get on my chat while we're on here.
Good. Can you see chat now? But anyhow, like I was saying, Grizz, I like the desktop
hmm
because I've got a size that I can see, and I've got the Hangouts. I split the screen. I got the pop out chat and the Hangouts all on one page.
hmm Yeah, I can do that on my laptop. But here's the deal where I'm liking my laptop better, and this is because of my internet speed that I have here. If I do, anything that I do on the cell phone only uses X amount of data. But if I use my laptop, it uses even more data than what my cell phone does, doing the same thing. And if I put my cell phone on into my tower computer, then it even uses more data. It uses more data. Yeah,
Sure, sure. I understand your situation.
I have to watch my bandwidth.
That's correct. But see, I got cable coming to my my monitor, and I can use my laptop right off of here, and it doesn't. We got two computers running all the time.
Yeah,
And,
see, you got plenty of bandwidth to go.
right, and I can go
That's
look.
not even an issue for you.
I can go look at Netflix in the other room at the same time. It doesn't slow nothing down.
Well, I would love to get Comcast or Xfinity on out here for internet, but the drawback to that being would be then I would have thousands of neighbors around me.
Hello, neighbor.
What do you mean? You would secure your Wi-Fi.
Well, that's not the point though. The point is I like my privacy. I don't like having very many neighbors. And the only way that they're going to bring Xfinity or Comcast or something on out here is if the neighborhood really grows to justify bringing the internet out here.
Okay, I got you.
And I don't have neighbors here.
I understand. Now, I'm not for sure what the neighbors around me have. I don't know. The next door neighbor did have DSL because I used theirs for a short time because I couldn't get it. They had it, but I couldn't get it.
Huh. Well, I had DSL here for a while and it sucked. I had it for a lot of years. And they kept on promising me that they were going to get our internet faster and faster and faster up here. And it seemed to just get slower and slower and slower over the course of 10 years. And I finally said, screw ya, I'm done.
Now, my sister has Frontier for the internet. Of course, she uses her phone all the time. And then she's got cable for her TV. And of course, she uses Frontier for her landline phone.
Mm-hmm.
But see, I've got my
Hey,
landline.
Grizz, you want me to send you a carton?
What was that?
I said, you need me to send you a real carton of cigarettes?
No. No.
It cuts him down on smoking.
Uh,
But anyhow, I've got all three, landline, internet, and cable TV. And then I'm paying for that Netflix, but just sure as the world, I'd shut it off. I'd want to see it,
Mm-hmm. Well, CenturyLink was promising us for a while that they were, for a long time, they were saying, okay, we'll unlimited internet, super high speed internet for $70 a month. We guarantee you that as long as you have the service, we will never jack up you. You will never raise your price. That's the price that you will get for life for this service. So I signed up for it, and I already had the best of the internet that they had. But this is you sign up for it now. And my price went down by signing up for that. You sign up for it now, and when we do get the internet up there to speed, your internet won't be any faster. But when we do get the internet out there, you'll have it for the same price, and you'll have super fast internet. All that happened was my internet kept on getting slower and slower and slower. And finally I said, you know what? Take your plan and shove it. I'm done with this. I mean, now if I moved to town, if I lived in Sweet Home, then CenturyLink could provide me with that super fast internet like they promised everybody else. But because where I'm out here, I mean, they got me over a barrel. They know I don't have any other options.
Yeah. Now, Grizz, here's something you might think about. Every once in a while, mine will start running so slow, and I'll have to go in there and I got this program called System Mechanic.
Yeah.
And I run it, and then I restart my computer, and then it'll go lightning fast for a while.
Yeah, and I do all that, Kim. I'm very much aware of all that stuff.
All right.
I clean out my whole computer twice a day and reboot it, my cell phone, everything. I mean, it helps a little bit, but I keep my stuff completely clean all the time.
Okay.
And it's still a huge problem.
So you're on it. Hey, if I can suggest something to help you,
Well, I appreciate it.
Well, you guys, it's 10 after 10.
Yeah, I need to get something on the fire and cook myself some dinner.
I'm not very beautiful, but I need my beauty sleep.
Yeah.
I need all help I can get.
all right, guys, we'll catch y'all later.
All right.
Well, catch y'all later. Bye.
Bye.
All right. May the peace and the power of the Lord be with you. Goodbye.